this is Kendra, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Alright, we got a bit of Soul Land reloaded up today. So, we do have the Rakasha BB Dong event up, as I suggested in my last video. This popped up yesterday. I did not do a video yesterday, so I'm doing it today. So, it's been up for a day. But it's a standard Rakasha BB Dong, so you're going to be able to get your Soul Master cell. You'll be able to get the 20 shards here. Now, they did have a chest up for these. I'm not exactly sure where I got it. I guess it must have been in the mail somewhere, because when I cleared it, opened up, there was a chest and it had Rakasha BB Dong in it. So I must have did something or event or something, or got rewards from some arena or something, where they gave me a chest that had you could get 5 shards for Rakasha BB Dong. So that's why I have 115 and not 110. Still, unfortunately, not enough to actually get her. We'll have to wait until the announcement of the new character. When they announce that, which will be sometime most likely end of next week, they'll have an event for that character, and they will drop a chest that will have 20 shards in it that you'll be able to get. It'll be 20 for Rakasha and everybody else, but you can choose Rakasha, and you'll be able to get the remaining shards to actually get her. If you want to spend real world money, they do have a time limited pack here. 99 cents, you can get 1 shard, but again, you have to get 20. Due to that shard, you could actually get by with purchasing $14.99. That would give you 15 plus the 5, giving you 20. They might have done that simply because of the fact that people can now purchase this for $14.99, and with that 5 shards that they give us in that chest, we now have the 20 to create her. So you can create her for $14.99 instead of having to go all the way up and spend another $15 more just to get 30, which would leave you with shards that you don't really need at this point in time. So I think that's why they gave us the chest, okay? So that you can spend $14.99 to get her now, if you want her now. We are, of course, doing this from a free-to-play perspective, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to wait. And while we are waiting, I am building up the resources. I have got, right now I'm running the red ones. I need to get 110 of these so that I'll be able to take her immediately up to red 2 when she drops. I've got enough red 2 shards, so I should be able to virtually max her out from not only a character enhancement, but as well as a skill enhancement as well, getting her up to red +2, and enhancements from the weapon as well. So I should have just about everything to do that. Well, of course, we'll have to wait on the awakenings. So that is up. So get in there and knock that out. Nothing else new in terms of that. We've got the packet drop. Of course, you definitely want to take on that. I had a really good day. 12:03 today. That might actually be in the top tomorrow. We'll have to see. I hit an 888, so that's why. We'll have to see. But that, and then we got an event up in time limited event. Nothing to do there. Just Super Monday, which is to claim. You should have done over the weekend. But they do have the weekly gift bag, and they are again slamming. So we've got the free. Definitely want to grab that. 10 weapon shards. This is for the SS Plus. You can use this on the Iron Terror of the Crimson Sky Luo. Okay, a chance to get 40 of those because you can purchase them 4 times, and that's a really good price. And then 2 of these to get 60 spirit. I'm saving up the spirit avatars because I'm going to be using those for BB Dong. I want to be able to activate her spirit avatar at least to 2 or 3 levels immediately on acquiring her, and I should be able to do that. So that's the 2 events. So we do have some things to do. So let's go ahead and take a look. I think we have enough diffusion. So let's see. All those are done. SS. So we do have the last piece right here, and yes, I do have enough to fuse. So we are going to break through this to SS plus. So we're at 985. Let's see what this takes us to. 9. There we are. We just hit it. Okay, we just hit it. Yeah, that was just enough. So you see that 15, just 15 million on just one SS plus. That's why I say you should definitely be trying to focus on getting your soul bones up to SS plus. Yeah, I know it. So look for those spirit sources, and do the gold shot, so that you have enough to purchase them when they do up. So yeah, that's great. So we have hit 1,000 million, as the set goes. So that was pretty good. I like that, and I also got my rent a tank. So having your tank at as strong as possible. She's still going to be, I believe, third set. Yeah, she's behind the two attackers, of course. Uh, the tank and Clear Sky, attacker tank, I like to call him, and our AOE bow. So yeah, that was pretty good. So we've still got to work on Yen. I mean, probably by the time I get enough to actually start fusing Yen's armor, I'll probably already have the our new SS Plus healer, which whenever she's going to be released, we're not exactly sure, as I've said before. But I'm going. This is interchangeable, okay? So don't ever feel the needs like I don't want to do that on a character. That's irrelevant. You can take this off and put it on any character you want. As it doesn't matter. You can put it on a tank. You can put it on a support or another attacker. It doesn't matter. Okay, it's that there's no type of soul bone that's for a certain specific type of character. You've got your yellow soul bones, your orange soul bones, and the red soul bones. Okay, you can put an orange, you can put a yellow, orange, red on anybody. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, the reds are the best. They offer attack. The others don't. They offer defense and hit points. So you know, but in terms of I don't. They're easy to get. They're a lot easier to get in the Soulbone shop. The yellows and the orange ones. The red ones are not. You have to get those through the chests, but they do offer the chest often enough. So I just think the red's the best set in terms of what it offers. So that's just the one I choose to use. And that's what I have on all of my mains, and that's what I'll have on all my seconds. It's better than the others. That's why it's not easily acquirable. That's why you have to wait for chests to come around for it. But you should do it, and they do offer the chests, and they're not overly expensive, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, so yeah, so there we are. We are at 1,000 million, so that's helpful. I was not expecting to be able to do that until I got my hands on Rakasha next week, end of next week most likely. So that's really nice to actually hit it now. So we'll probably be able to take that up to 1,200 or something like that once we get BB Dong all set up. Well, maybe not quite 1,200, probably like 1,150 or something like that. But we'll have to see. That's going to happen. So inside of this event, there's some really good stuff. You got the 20 shards that you can get for her. You can get a bunch of SS plus shards. Rakasha's not in here, but should be used. I used it to go ahead and start activating Ren's divine skill. Okay. And then just some standard old SS shards. You should purchase it. You could use these divine skills. We still have SSs in our second team, and we've still got Ayen, who's an SS in our main team. So I've already maxed out her divine skill, but I can start maxing out the others. You might want to do a side project. I have a side project which is Zoo, because Zoo is still effective inside of PvP. So if you want to utilize her inside of PvP, maybe you want to start building her up. She is in this chest, so you can do the divine skills for her. And then, of course, they've got the standard experience, and then, of course, a bunch of 5-time shards. Just build those up. I think I'm over 6,000 now, actually. How much do I got in my bag? Yeah, we have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000. So we have about 6,234, 33, I believe. So we've got enough. I think this is going to be enough to max her out. Okay, because I've also got a couple max outs or upgrades, I'll probably be able to do her first 3 upgrades or so, just by utilizing what's in here. I'll probably be able to take her up to maybe even 4 or 5 moon just by utilizing what's in here. Okay. So I'll be doing a video on that when we max her out, like I did when we did for Sea God for Bo. So, or not for Bo, for Ren. So we'll be doing the same thing for Rakasha, and we're going to go through that, and we're going to analyze the amount of shards it takes. It's not, it's not it takes time to build up the shards, but they offer the chests, as you can see, well enough, especially if you're using Woo and doing the shop. You should be able to get at least 60 to 70, between 60 to 80 shards a day just by doing the shop function if you have it set up properly. So you can get 60 to 80 shards in just a snap of a finger. Not to mention all of the events that they have. And if you're doing the actual just events, just playing the game, Slaughter Cities, doing those, doing your sect skills, they offer chests in there. There's chests in everything. Just about every single one of these events has a chest of some type as a reward. So you should be doing it. And of course, you definitely want to focus on one of the most important shops, which is the wholesale shop, so that you can get the spirit source. This is what takes your SS plus, or this is what takes your S soul bones to SS plus. So this is important. So as you want to be able to do that. Okay. So you want to keep an eye on this. So make sure that you run it. As you can see, I've been spending a little bit more because I do have an abundance of them. So I've been purchasing a little bit of them, of other stuff as well. I purchased the shards. I'm going to go ahead and max out the Terror of Ghosts. So I'm close to doing that actually. Yeah, I only need 12 more shards and I'll be able to apply that. I think that's either that's max or just one away from max for the Terror of Ghosts. So that's another SS. That's what you got to keep striving, got to keep going forward. So we are at 1,000 million right now. So that was nice. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to hit it. I was going to be close, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be hit it. Plus, I've still got some stuff to do in terms of actually setting up the things here. So yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm building up the ones. So what you do, if you want to get the specific ones, you just use ones. So like I know that she's at the base for the reds. So I know that I'm going to need, and she's an attacker just like Rakasha BB Dong is. So I know that I'm going to need 110 because it'll be for 2. It'll be the boot. So I know that when I get to Rakasha, I'm going to need 110 to do it, to break through it. I'm going to need it for the weapon, and I'm going to need it for the boot. 55 for each. So I run this, okay, just to get the shards for BB Dog. So I'll have them when I get her. So this is, this is what you do, going through red 1, red 2s, and the red 3s as well, so that when the time comes, I'll have the shards for her, and I'll be able to break her through much faster. So we've got a beast, and we can also summon a legendary beast. So let's go ahead and summon him. And sweep him. I usually let it fester for people to run it, but I'm not going to be able to log on today. Again, I might not be able to do my evening run because I've got some stuff planned. But so I want to finish him off right now. Because once I head out, I might not be able to. And if the beast, we don't get the kill reward if it doesn't get killed. So usually somebody would finish it off, and I would share it. But and then I would check back a little bit later to make sure that he'd been. If not, I would take care of it. But since I'm not going to have time to do that, I decided to go ahead and finish it off today, so that I can get the kill reward for that and wipe it out. So we're in good shape. All right, so yeah, that's all. I just wanted to do a quick video and let you know that the Rakasha BB Dong is up. So make sure you get those 20 shards so that when she does come out, end of next week, you'll be able to actually summon her. because yeah, you'll be able to get those 20 shards inside of that. But yeah, so we did get 5 shards. So if you got 14.99, you can actually get her now. But I'm just saying, she's going to be coming out next week. I mean, I don't see the need to, spend $15 now when I can just wait until next week and get it for free. I just don't see, I just don't see the wherewithal that needs to be done. So that's why I don't do it. But we are keeping this from a free to play perspective. I haven't spent anything on this game as of yet, but I do it consistently and I play it. I like the IP, so I enjoy playing it and I enjoy the strategy in it. Well, there's not a whole lot of strategy in it. You can't really, build like super strong characters. Everything's gated, so you can only take a character so far before you can't progress it any farther. So you just have to then focus on bringing up the other characters, which is what we're doing right now. I've got everybody up. For the most part, I'm just keeping everybody even. I've got to max it out. I'm working on maxing out the skills. This is I try to get everybody up to the avatar upset. See, try to keep everybody as best as I can. I'm not. I would normally go ahead and put everybody at 5, but since I'm going to have Rakasha and I want to at least get 2 or 3 out of her avatar, I'm going to hold off until next week and bring her up as well, because she might very well be taking. It depends on how. I'm hearing I'm getting a lot of really excellent press on her, saying that she's a complete beast is what I've been hearing. That's been the term. So I hope so. I mean, that would be nice. I mean, removes disables on herself, temporarily root the enemy target with the lowest hit points, conjure 4 space splitting sights to rupture the target, and she becomes immune to most disables during the cast. Before transformation, deals massive damage, and this is what I think is what's really is ignoring defense damage. After transformation, deals massive and recover health equivalent to 40% of damage dealt. This is why I think she's able to actually clear and carry teams, is because of the fact that she has survivability built in with her damage, so they go hand in hand. And then we've got afflict soul devouring spider poison, decreasing 20% of target's defense and damage reduction effects by 20 for 8 seconds. Leveling this skill will permanently increase attack. Okay, so now we've got decreasing defense. Decreased defense is so important. Okay, it just things just die a lot faster when you decrease their defense. And then we've got Summon Scythe, which orbits around herself before transformation. Deals massive damage that ignores 30% defense to the target. After transformation, deals massive and converts 50% of damage dealt as HP. So she's got the kit. Damage equals survivability, and damage is dealt ignoring some defense. It really is a powerful engage. What you'll see that what it's really places, if you've ever played Raid Shadow Legends, decreased defense and defense down characters are the best characters in the game because of that ability to do that. Okay, so now we've got single target. So suddenly appear behind the enemy. So we're going to get a teleport, wounding the target, deals massive damage, inflicting bleed, causing them to take 1000% attack as damage after transformation, deals massive damage, and roots the enemy for 3 seconds, decreasing their attack speed by 15% for 8 seconds. So as you can see, she's got attack, survivability, support, all built into one. So yeah, she's definitely a very powerful character. So she's somebody that you might, if you've been holding off, I held off on Tang Chen simply because of the fact that I wanted her because she is my favorite character. So I'm glad that they are buffing her up for us. So I held off on Tang Chen for right now. Okay. I've got him base up. As you can see, he's at 25 million, so he's already overtaken some of the other SSs in here. And I really have not focused on him much other than getting him up to a +1. But we're going to take, yeah, we're going to max out. But as you can see, I have not put any shards into him at all. So he's still just a base 1 star, and he's already beaten some that are, you know, up in the moons. So that tells you how much powerful the SS Plus characters are than the SSs. Beginning of the game SSs. Some of the newer SSs, such as Chen and the Past Life Tingsan, those were second generation SS. They were not in the base entries. You know, the base entries had God of War, Zhu, Tien the tank, and Phoenix and Oscar were in the base set. Initially, they were offered at the beginning of the game when the game came live. And then they came out shortly with that. They came out. First one they introduced after that was a Tang San SS version, and then a Chen SS version after him. After that, they skipped and went straight to SS Pluses with Clear Sky. No, actually, they had Yen. Then they went Sibat to Clear Sky. Don't forget that. So these three were entered after the fact. While these, except for him, were entered at the beginning of the game, so that you could get them. But yeah, they only introduced 3 SS characters before they went straight to SS Plus characters, and all characters from here on out will be SS Plus characters. So you want to try to take part in the events, because if you participate in the events for these characters, you will be able to get them. And that's all you need to do. To level them up, you don't need SS or SS Plus shards. You just need S shards, just like it is for an SS. The only thing an SS Plus shards will do the divine skill, which you do want to do, but it's not something that is actually required. As you can see, I'm beginning to activate all of them. I already got hers back because she's SS. But as the chests come out, we're going to see those chests become a little bit more prevalent. Pretty soon we'll be getting SS Plus chests, like we're getting SS chests. So as you can see, I have well over 300 some shards of this, and I actually used a bunch of them on Yen, and I've almost maxed out Civet's divine skill as well. So that's like almost 900 SS shards that you've managed to obtain fairly easily over the course. So I assume we're going to start seeing SS Plus chests become a little bit more prevalent. So how far do I have to go? I have one more, and I'm only so 340 is 61. I only have 61 more shards, and I'll be able to max out her divine skill. And that's what I'm doing, because I'm building her on the side. I'm not focusing on her. I really don't, I used her at the beginning in the arena, but just with the way the SS pluses are, but if you're early, she's a build. Definitely want to build her up a little bit. I mean, the SS pluses are going to, of course, out damage her, but early, if you want to get good in arena and get far in arena while you're a lower level, she's the one to do it, because she literally attacks the back. She teleports to the back line and takes out your healer and your ranged attacker. So she bypasses all that that melee damage and goes straight to the back line. So she will make you better in PvP. Okay. But once, like I said, once you get up and you just got to the point where she was being out damaged by Chen, and it really wasn't making that much of a difference. So I began focusing. I decided to stop focusing on building her. So now I'm just doing it as a side project. She is in my support team, so anytime I do a little bit on her, it brings up my BP. So it's not like it's being a waste. It'll be. It's probably going to be another. It's probably going to be about 5-6 months where we'll be able to have a complete team of SSs and SS pluses. We'll no longer need to use any S characters for anything. And when that happens, I'll be able to regenerate all of them. I'll be able to regenerate. I'm going to get a bunch of shards back and a bunch of stuff back when I regenerate her. Same with these three. I'm going to be regenerating all of these as they're no longer be needed. So I'll be able to regenerate all that, get some of my shards, and get some of my mats back, which I'll then be able to roll into SS characters. But it's just that's what I am right now at 93. So you just have to wait. It takes time. You have to level up, and as you level up, more slots open up. Okay, so I've still got actually two slots that are being utilized by S characters. Okay, I'm utilizing all of the SS Plus and all of my SS characters, and I still have two slots that I need to put an SS in. So I'm using uh, S version BB Dog and S version Ren in those particular slots. But as time goes on, we'll be getting more SSs, and I'll be backing out, I'll be backing out Ren. Okay, and then by the time I think it's 95, one more slot will open. So I'll be able to move the next character into that. Then after that, I think that's it. And from then on out, unless they open up a whole new set of support and expand on the support, it'll probably be mid 100, like 110 or 105 or something, which is a ways off before I'll actually have more slots, and I'll have more characters by then. So in the long run, S characters will of course be able to be phased out completely, S characters, and everything will be SS Plus and SS. And then years in the future, everything will be SS Plus because that's all they're introducing right now. But that's way in the future. I don't know if the game will last that long before that would have to take place. Although they are introducing them at a pretty good clip, so we'll have to see. But yeah, so that's it. So I am at 1,000 million, as they call it. That's how they're phrasing the BP here. So we're just going to focus on that. So Rakasha is up, second day tomorrow. It'll be up again, and that tomorrow at the end of the day tomorrow, it will of course go bye. So make sure that you get those before it does. Also get all this stuff in here if you can. That combined with some of the rewards you got from the weekend events still keep me at 19,218. So don't have really anything to purchase yet. I've already purchased all the weekly bags and stuff, but you definitely want to take part of those. Definitely want to get all of this stuff because it's really good stuff. They had some deep sea silver in there actually. That's one thing I do need to do is how much more do I need to finish the awakening? I got to awaken this one set, so I need 28 more to actually do this, because once I awaken this, I will have him max awakened and he will be completely awakened. But I need haven't had a deep sea silver event here recently, so hopefully they'll have one of those within the next month or so, so we can get my hands on 28 of the deep sea silver shards so I can finish his awakening. That should give you a little bit of buff as well too. All right, so yeah, that's it. Just want to let you know BB Dong is up as we thought she would be, so get in there and knock that out. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see the button. Click on it, and you'll be notified each time I do drop a video. This is Kenrick coming at you in the corner, signing out.